Hey guys, it's Kaylee. Welcome back to my channel. And today's video, I'm super excited. As you can tell by the title, we are going to be using the DesixKaty round 2 from Dose of Colors collection. This literally just came in my mail today, like literally this morning. I saw that it was delivered and I ran out and grabbed it. So I'm super excited to play around with this. So this is pretty much going to be like a first impressions. This is the eyeshadow palette. So this is pretty much just going to be like a first impressions, but I don't doubt that any of these products are not good. This is their second round. So this is the Fuego highlight, by the way. I got the Friendcation palette, the Fuego highlight. I got the liquid lipstick in a mauve story, and then the over the top lip gloss. And I also wanted to get a lipstick, but I accidentally, when I was ordering it, ordered 2 of a mauve stories instead of one of the lipsticks. I think the lipstick I was wanting to get was Hey Girl. So I still do plan on picking that up, but I need to send back the second mauve story I got. I need to return that so I can get my money back. So that kind of sucks, but it's okay. I'm still super excited to play with all these products. I don't doubt any of these products won't be good because this is their second collab, because their first one did so well. So I'm super excited to play around with this. I'm just going to be doing like a little simple eyeshadow look. I think I really want to play with this shade. What is the shade called? A Moment? I think I really want to play with a Moment. They're definitely right. Like when I was looking at this on camera, it definitely looks so different in person than on camera. Like I definitely agree with that. Even when I watched like the reveal video, this looked like a lot more blue on camera, and even like in my camera I'm looking right now and it looks a lot more blue. But definitely in person it does look a lot more purple, and that's so weird. So, I mean, I don't know if like kind of net lighting it looks a little bit purplish. I don't know. But I'm super excited to play around with this. I might play with that shade. I don't know. We'll see. And then, yeah, so I have pretty much all my other makeup done except for I didn't put a highlight on and I didn't do my eye look, and I only have like a lip balm on my lips. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm just going to dive right in and put on Fuego, the highlight, because I'm super excited to see how this looks on my skin. Like, I swatched it, and even in the swatch and in the pan, it looks like it's going to be, like, I don't know, it looks like it'll be too golden for me, like too dark for my skin tone, but everyone says it looks good. Like, everyone with, like, skin tone says it looks good on them. So, I finally went for it, and I got it. I didn't get it their last collab, because, like I said, I thought it was going to be too dark, and then everyone said it wasn't, and then, I don't know, I just missed out on it. So, I'm super happy I got it this time, but we'll see how it looks on me this time. I'm just using a little Morphe highlight brush. I get that little side view. And then let's go in. It looks so pretty. And yeah, I actually don't think this is too dark for me. I think it's like kind of perfect. It's like I'm actually starting to get out of like that stark white. I don't like super white highlights on me anymore, because I just find like if I look straight on and you can see like a white stripe, I don't like that anymore. I like when it just kind of melts into the skin and really blends in, and this one does. So I've really been into golden highlights lately, which is why I was super excited to get this and try it, especially since everyone said that it looks so pretty. Okay, I really like this. Which, like I said, I didn't doubt that I wouldn't, because everyone said it was good, but it's still super exciting to try it. So I'm gonna do the other cheek. Oh, that's so pretty. I just really love to sit here and like softly build up highlights now and work them into my skin. I really love that look of like highlights really melted into the skin. So I really love to sit there and just like really work them in. It looks so pretty. Sorry if my like eyes are red today, by the way. Like my allergies are kind of kicking in, and this eye for whatever reason is like, it's just not having a good day. So just hurts really bad. I'm just going to do a little bit on my nose. Whew. It's really pretty. Down the nose, Cupid's bow. And I just like to take at this point whatever it's like. I go in like one time for like the rest of my face. Like I'll go in once for each cheek and I'll go in once for the rest of the face. So I did my nose, my Cupid's bow, and I'm just gonna take literally whatever's left on my brush and kind of just gently hit my forehead. Just kind of all over. Not enough to where you can really notice, but just to add a subtle glow. And now let's go into the eyeshadow palette. I don't know. I really want to play with that blue, but it's like, I don't know. I think I'm going to play with that blue today. I'm thinking maybe going in with, what is this called? Girl Bye. Thinking maybe going in with like Girl Bye and like Necessary. Maybe a little bit of, what is this called? Which one is this one? Cheens. Maybe a little bit of Cheens. So kind of doing in here and then doing Game Over all over the lid. Thinking that. I think that's my game plan. So yeah, I'm just going to go. I'm going to take Necessary just on a little blending brush. Just going to go in. I do already have my eyes primed. I just used the Smashbox Photo Focus. What am I saying? Not Photo Focus Primerizer. What is this called? Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what I was saying earlier. So I'm just going to go in with Necessary. Which I love that they named the shade Necessary. I really love that. It's like so fitting. So I'm just fluffing this around in the crease. It comes off, I think like, I don't know if it's just my skin tone, but that came off a little bit darker than I thought. Definitely pigmented, don't doubt that. Definitely super. I'm just gonna go into the shade with Basic on that same brush and just kind of take that over the top just to like kind of bring that down a little bit. I feel like I took that up a little bit too much and it's a little harsh. Yeah, these shades they're pigmented. Definitely be careful. I'm just kind of going in circular motions softly. Just kind of bring it out. I'm going to do the same thing on the inner corner. Just slowly bringing it in. So that's Necessary all over my lid or in my crease. And then I'm just gonna take another blending brush. This is just like a nice slim. This is the Morphe M533. M433, I cannot read. And then I'm just gonna go in with the Girl Bye shade. Kind of nervous for the shade because that's like super pigmented. Slowly like fluff this in. That blended honestly. I really love the look that in the reveal video that Katie had done with the Game Over shade, but she went into a different Dose of Colors eyeshadow palette, which I don't have that one. So I'm kind of like a little bit bummed out because I mean, I know I could recreate that look, but it's like I almost wish they had put like a shade like that into this palette, you know, because I really did like that like kind of mauve-y, purpley tone she did. And the only really like similar shade is the Girl Bye one, but like I said, it's definitely not the same look. That was kind of where I wanted to go for with this look, but I really want to stick to using just this palette in this. I don't want to have to go into a different one. I think that's my only like gripe about smaller palettes is that sometimes there's like certain looks I want to do that I do have to go into other palettes, which is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But I definitely am like a person that I just like, I like dipping. I like looking into one palette and just being able to do it. I think that's why I like the bigger palettes. And I know that's kind of going out of trend right now. Not a lot of people like the bigger palettes anymore. But I don't know. I like the smaller palette trend. I really do. Because it is easier, especially for beginners. But I think the only thing with smaller palettes is like when it comes to smaller palettes, I'm really looking into that color story. And not a lot of palettes have been coming out like with good color stories. I think a lot of people, like, they're releasing, a lot of the brands are releasing the same stuff. It's like, please come out with something different. I really want to see some different stuff. And that's just not happening. So, alright, so that's Girl by Unnecessary in my crease. And now I'm just going to take a flat shader brush, or like a packing brush. This is the e.l.f. flat eyeshadow brush. And then I'm not going to wet it, I'm not going to spray it, I'm just going to go straight into Game Over. Because I want to see how that performs on its own. And these look super pigmented. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, it just looks purple on the lid, like in person, but it's definitely picking up way more blue. These eyeshadows are definitely like good on their own. And can I just say that the package, like I said, I got my package in today, and I think like it was so cute. So when you ordered it, you got this like little like postcard thing from DesixKaty, which I thought that was like super cute. And then you also got like stickers from them, which I thought that were super cute. You can kind of like personalize your products. So I love that promotion picture they did. Like I know that's like an animated version, but I like that picture in actual real life. I really love that picture of them. It's like super cute. But I love that. I love that package that I got. I think I might spray my brush just a little bit, because it's not like, it's taking a lot to build up a little bit, and I definitely think like wetting it might give me the full coverage I want right out of the gate. So, oh yeah, that definitely helped a lot. See, like, I just think I almost wish there was like another shade in between Girl By and Game Over, like a matte shade, just like in between, just kind of like merge those two. And that's the only thing I'm kind of wishing from this palette. I'm kind of like smudging it in the crease a little bit, maybe help blend those out. And I'll go back in and blend it even more back in with Girl By. I just want to kind of do this to like start the process. Okay, I definitely think I'm getting like a little bit of fallout. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see. I'm getting just like a little bit, but nothing major at all. Like nothing major. Alright. I'm just gonna go back in with that brush I used with Girl By. Now with any additional product, I'm just kind of I want to soften up that edge a little bit. I'm not going for like a cut crease look. See what I'm saying? Is like if they had another shade like in between, like that would have blended like so seamlessly. It would have looked so good. Because now it's actually like, you can see like on my brush, it's kind of picking up on that Game Over shade. So I'm gonna have to go back in and re-intensify that Game Over shade just a little bit more. So I just dip my brush a little bit back into Game Over, and I'm just going to re-intensify just a little bit on like the base near my eyelashes. But it actually still surprisingly blended like pretty well into Girl Bye. So that's it for that. I'm just gonna finish this eye real quick off camera, and then I'll be back to do the lower lash line. Okay, so now I have the other eye completely done, and I ended up just going back in a little bit with Girl Bye because I just felt like I was losing the color a bit. So I still took that same brush and I actually cleaned it off on a color switch because I found it was picking up a little bit too much of the Game Over shade that I was wanting. So I cleaned it off and then just took a little bit of Girl Bye very lightly and just kind of took that back in just to give it a bit more of that like pinky color again. So that's the lid all done. So that was actually like a pretty easy look. I was using 3 shades. So far I really like that. So now I think I'm just gonna take Necessary and Girl Bye like kind of on my lower lash line and smudge those out a little bit. I don't think I want to take Game Over on my lower lash line, but I do want to do Necessary and Girl Bye. So. So I think that's all I'm going to do for the lower lash line. So I didn't really talk much through it, but all I did was take like a little smudger brush and just take Necessary and Go By on the lower lash line. So I think that's it for like the eye look. Well, actually, except I think I want to take Just a Kiss. I think I want to take that shade on my inner corner. So I'm going to do that real quick. Just take a little bit of that. Actually really right there, this shade, this eyeshadow, it doesn't have like a base pigment to it, so you can kind of do a lot with it. I think I might, oh yeah, so I'm just lightly taking this across my lid. That just added just like a little bit more to it. Actually, yeah, that looks really pretty. Wow, you can really pack that shade on. And then once again, just taking this and I'm dusting it. I think I might use my finger. The shade seems to be like kind of working a little bit better with my finger. So yeah, just kind of like tapping it over everything. That looks pretty. Oh yeah, that looks pretty. That shade is kind of like, it's like really glittery. It pretty much, that's all it seems to be, is like kind of like pure glitter. I know they said it doesn't really have a base pigment to it, which is fine, but I think you do have to be careful with that shade because probably because of that, it seems to like, it can kind of get everywhere. That's what it seemed like when I was applying it. So my only thing would be to kind of be careful with that shade, like be wary. But other than that, I really like the eyeshadow palette. I definitely have to play with a bit more shades because I only played with 4 and there's, what, 12 in this palette. So, sorry I didn't play with like a ton of shades, but I mean, everything seems to be very consistent so far. Like, I don't think I would have a problem with many of the other shades. I think, like, if I would really be concerned about any other shades, I would be concerned with, like, Turtle. But so far, like, what I've seen from, like, videos and stuff, it doesn't seem to be having a problem. So I think this palette's really good. It's definitely a bit more on the expensive side, but if you're a fan of Desi and Katy, I do think this is worth it, and I would recommend getting it if you're a fan of them. But you do have to keep in mind, like, if you take out this, like, blue shade, like, it is somewhat of a beige neutral palette, other than, like, the blue shade. But once again, like I said, use your own opinion. If you're a fan of Desi and Katy, I would definitely, you know, recommend picking it up. I definitely would recommend Fuego. Definitely recommend picking up Fuego. Like I said, I missed out on it last time, so I'm super happy I got it this time. And then to finish off the eye look, I'm just going to take some, I'm going to do some black liner and so I'm not going to do a wing with this look, but I am going to take just this Milani Stay Put eyeliner. I'm kind of smudge it up top on my upper lash line. Need a mirror for this. Kind of just smudge it up top on the lash line. It's kind of, I usually do that with most looks, just to kind of deepen everything up. And then I'm going to take a brown liner and I'm just going to smudge that on my lower lash line. I really don't like putting black on my lower lash line, but I love putting brown because I find that it gives that same effect as a black liner on the lower lash line, kind of like deepens everything up and makes it like nice and sultry. But for me, I have brown eyes, so everything's already kind of dark. So I find that when I use a black liner, it really like blackens it out. But when I go in with a brown liner, I find that it actually really enhances my eye color and makes them pop a little bit while still giving that like nice sultry look that I want. So I always, if I ever do any like dark liner on my lower lash line, I always do a brown. I don't ever do a black. So I'm just gonna kind of smudge this on the lower lash line. And sometimes I'll even go back in with that like smudger shade, smudger brush I was using and kind of just like smudge it out a little bit. I don't really. So that's that. Like, see, like, look at the difference. It gave that like nice, like sultriness, but I don't find that I like blacked out my eyes. Like, I find that my eyes still pop a little bit. So I'm just gonna do the same over here. And then I'm just gonna do a little bit of mascara. I'm not gonna do any falsies. I'm not a big fan of falsies, but I'm gonna do a little bit of mascara and I'll be right back. Alright, so that's everything for the eyes. And the last thing I'm gonna do is swatch the two lip colors I got. So I'm just gonna swatch the over the top gloss first, and I definitely think I wanna wear a mauve story with this look. So I just wanna swatch over the top to see how it looks. I love that this comes with like a paddle. I love paddle applicators on lip glosses. A little more. So I don't know how much you're going to be able to see on camera, but that's the over the top gloss. It feels fine. Like, it feels just like a normal lip gloss. It's a little bit thick than what I'm used to. But I mean, it's still nice. I would definitely, I don't usually wear lip glosses on their own like this, but I've definitely used this as like a little bit of a topper. But yeah, I will say, like, when I press my lips together, I can feel the glitters a little bit. Like, it feels a little bit gritty, but nothing too major. Like, it's not like I'm not getting like huge chunks of glitter. I'm just getting like a little bit. Yeah. They're just really fine, but it's nothing too major. Like I said, I would more use this. I wouldn't wear this like out on its own. I would just use this more as like a topper, but so I'm just gonna take this off real quick. I will say, definitely because of how thick it is, I think this gloss would stay on very good. Like, this is, I'm having a little bit of a hard time getting it off. So definitely, if you want like a gloss to last a long time, I think that gloss would be really good for that. Then I just like, I always like taking my beauty blender, kind of going over my mouth a little bit, but when I'm changing lip colors. And I'm gonna go in with a mauve story. And so now I think a lot of people are getting confused about this. This is a new lip formula. It's not Dose of Color's normal liquid lipstick. I do really like that formula, but this is a velvet formula from what I heard. So it's not like, it's one of those that won't dry down completely. Definitely when I saw a mauve story like on Katy in their reveal video, I was like, that's my color. For a velvet formula, I will say though, like, this is actually kind of thin. Like, normally, like, velvet formulas are a little bit on the thick side, so. So my camera just stopped recording. I don't know where I was at, but I did swatch over the top lip gloss and it was really nice. It was just a little bit thick. And you can feel the glitters a little bit, but it's not like anything major. And I feel like that lip gloss would be really long wearing. And now I just swatched a Moss Story on my lips, and this is definitely like my favorite. I really love this color. And this is a new formula of liquid lipsticks for Dose of Colors that they created. This is a velvet formula from what I'm told. So I guess this won't dry down like all the way, but this feels like, it feels really comfortable. Like I honestly, I don't feel like I have much on my lips at all. Like I definitely feel like this would transfer, so this is not transfer resistant, but it feels super comfortable. Like I don't like this is, I don't know, this is really comfortable. A lot of, I don't normally like velvet like liquid lipsticks, the ones that like don't dry down all the way, because those for me tend to be like very moussey and thick, and I don't like that. This was very thin going on. It was a very thin formula, not very moussey, which took me a little bit by surprise, but I think I really like that because it created like a very thin, comfortable layer on my lips, but still packed like a lot of pigment. I didn't have to go in, like I didn't have to re-dip back in. I did back in like another time just to kind of clean up my edges a little bit, but this is really pretty. I really love this lip color. So that's the look, guys. Honestly, I really loved everything. I expected that I would. I didn't expect any duds. I would expect nothing less from Desi and Katy. Big congratulations to them on their second round of collaboration. And I'm super happy they did a second round because like I said, I missed out on the first round and I didn't try any of the products. So I'm super happy I got to this time. Definitely the products that they brought back, Fuego and Over the Top Lip Gloss, I was so happy to hear them bring that back. I think that was one thing I kind of regretted when that collaboration went away, was I didn't get to try Fuego. So I'm super happy they brought that back. Like when I heard they brought that back, I was so happy, and I'm so glad I got to try it. It looks so pretty on my cheeks, so super happy I got my hands on that. I think this palette is really good. Definitely like, it is still like something we've seen already. So I would only recommend this if you're like a big fan of Desi and Katy, which I am, which is why I got this. I wanted to support them, and I do still like these shades, and these still are shades I'm gonna wear. And I think this palette would be really good for travel. I think that was kind of the theme they were going with this, friendcation. So you get like some kind of like neutrals you can play with, but then you also get some pops of color, and it's got a nice big mirror for like traveling, very sleek. So I think they did a good job on that. This lip color, I think this is actually like kind of the standout to me because I really love this formula. Like honestly, I feel like there's nothing on my lips. I absolutely love this formula. They do have another shade which I did not get, my main. I might get it now, to be honest. Like, because I love this one so much, I might get it. And I got two of these on accident, and I'm like, should I just keep it? I don't know. I don't know now, but so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.